Hello, this is wmpyr. I got another question from George, so let me go ahead and read it. It says that you say the 7 angles of attack can be combined with techniques such as roof block, umbrella block, force to force block, fan motion, slash, stab, strike, or kick. Can you show me these techniques and how to combine them with the 7 angles of attack? Sure. So first, let's go start with the 7 angles of attack. So I'm going to face right here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Starting position like so. Okay, right side to the front. Right side is holding the weapon, so weapon side to the front. Free hand, it stays right here, and we're going to go number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 moves, okay? So it goes diagonal down, horizontal, so it's a sideways strike, horizontal, sideways strike, diagonal up, and then stab, okay? If you have the weapon in the right hand, you always start with the right side, meaning when I do my 2 diagonal downs, I'm going to start with the right side first, the weapon side first. So diagonal down. Now it's horizontal. Once again, I'm going to start with the right side first. Horizontal. Next is diagonal, going upwards. And once again, I'm going to start from the right side first. Diagonal up, and then stab. Okay, so that's the 7 angles of attack. And now let's go into the ones that he mentioned, which is roof block and umbrella block. So this is the roof block. Boom. So if a strike is coming basically towards my head, but it's slightly off to the left side, or let's say I want to go in this direction, right? So if I want to go to my right, or the strike is slightly to the left, I'm going to go ahead and go this way, okay? So I'm going to receive the strike on this part, this side of the stick. So make sure it clears your head and you go around like that. That's the roof block. The umbrella block is basically the same idea for a straight in strike to the head, but I'm going to go in the other direction. I'm going to go towards my left side. So I'm going to have the stick this way, and I'm going to go like this, okay? So I'm going to receive the shot on this part and let it slide down. Let the force travel down the stick as I escape that way in an angle. So roof block goes this way to the right side. Umbrella block goes this way to the left side, okay? And the idea, both of them are for a defense against a headshot, okay? So the next one, let's see, was a force-to-force block and fan motion. So force-to-force block is anytime a strike is coming in, I'm going to meet it force-to-force. So I'm going to grab my stick like this with both hands, and I'm going to shove it right against the attack that's coming in. So if an attack is coming in this way, I'm going to go boom. If it's coming to my head, I will do this. Fan motion is you get the stick like this and you do this. So it's like you're fanning yourself. Boom, like this. Okay, and it can be done here, vertically, in various angles. Okay, next is slash, stab, strike, or kick. So slash is easy. This is your slash, right? So we do this all the time. So this is your slash. This is a stab. And then a strike would be like this. And in a previous recent video, I talked about the difference between a slash and a hack. A hack done with an impact weapon is a strike. Or we could simplify it, and this is a strike. Just hit with your fist. And then the next one was a kick. So a kick is, you're throwing a kick right here. So I'm kicking the target. So how do you combine this with the 7 angles of attack? Well, the way to do it, there's 2 main ways that's very important in our Eskrima practice. Number 1 is substitution. So the 7 angles of attack have 7 moves. You could substitute any one of them. You could substitute number 1, or you could substitute number 2, or number 3, or number 4, or number 5, number 6, number 7, or you could substitute multiple ones. So you could do number 1 and number 7, or number 1 and number 4, or you could do multiples, okay? But I recommend just substitute one at a time, and the easiest one is to substitute number 1, the first one, okay? So the first one is this. This is your diagonal slash, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? So this number 1 strike, this is the one we're going to substitute. So when you substitute it, you could substitute it with any of the moves that we just showed. So I could go roof block, and then I could go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? Just like that. I could put in the kick, so I could substitute kick, and then I go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I could go strike, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I could go force to force block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why am I starting with number 2? It's because the number 1 is replaced by the move that we added in, like a kick or a strike or an umbrella block or whatever it is you want. That becomes the number 1. Okay, so you're substituting. You could once again substitute number 2 or number 3 or number 4 or number 5. That's up to you. So that's one method. It's the substitution method. In a lot of my older videos I show it, and I do it with a lot of different forms, and I show you a bunch of different ones. That was my preferred method. It's a really good method. I highly recommend it. The second thing to do is the generator method. The generator method is you're doing the 7 angles of attack the way it is: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I keep going. I'm almost not even thinking. I just keep doing. But you have to have done the 7 angles of attack so many times that you can keep going, and you're cool with it. You're not losing track. I know 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know where I am, and I just keep going. Boom, boom, right there. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from here I could throw in a kick. I could throw in a strike, whatever I want, roof block, and then I go immediately back to the 7 angles of attack, and I'm not even thinking. So from here, boom, force to force block, and I go immediately back to the 7 angles of attack, because the 7 angles of attack is something I just do continuously, and from there you just go into boom, umbrella block, and go immediately back to the 7 angles of attack, because that's your generator. That's your like to go motion. You just keep that motion going, and from there you're spawning a strike, a force to force block, a fan motion, whatever you want. But then you immediately go back to the 7 angles of attack, and you just keep doing the 7 angles of attack, and then from there, like I said, boom, force to force block, go back. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.